This is a croque madame, and the difference comes down to one simple thing. That right there. Perfectly cooked egg, rich cheese, and crisp bread all coming together in one bite. I'm going to show you how to make this the right way at home. We'll start by making our bechamel sauce. Melt some butter, then add equal parts flour and cook that down for a few minutes to get rid of that raw flour flavor. Keep it moving with the whisk so nothing burns. I like to add a shallot for a little extra depth and start working in the milk. I like to go in with half the milk first so it stays smooth, and then we'll add the rest. This just helps avoid clumps. Let that cook gently until it thickens and comes together. And just for extra flavor, I'm actually adding in the rind from the Gruyere cheese and letting that cook in the sauce. From there, we'll turn it into a Mornay by adding grated Gruyere cheese and letting that melt right into the sauce. This is what brings everything together in the sandwich. Once you've got the consistency you're looking for, go ahead and turn the heat off. You want this on the thicker side because it's going to go under the broiler and it'll loosen as it heats. So a little thicker here is exactly what you're after. This right here is what we're looking for. Now that the sauce is ready, we'll move on to the bread. I'm using brioche here. I actually made this a few days ago, and I'll link that recipe if you need one. Slice it nice and thick. This is an open-faced sandwich, so we'll just need one slice. Next, we'll toast the bread in a little butter. You want to get some color on it here because it's about to be layered with ham, sauce, and an egg. This step helps it hold its texture so it doesn't get soggy. Take your time here and toast it over low heat so the brioche gets nice color without burning. Brioche is perfect for this sandwich because it's rich, soft, and still sturdy enough to hold everything. Honestly, bread toasted like this with a little butter and jam is already perfect, but we're taking this to the next level. Next, we're going to layer on some sliced ham. I'm using a bone-in ham from my local deli, sliced nice and thin. I like to fold it as I lay it down. It builds texture and gives the sandwich a little more depth. This is one of those small things chefs do that really makes a difference. Great food is just a bunch of little steps and tricks like this that most people skip. It's also about balance, both flavor and texture. I'm using 3 slices of ham here. You want everything to work together, not overwhelm the sandwich. The difference here is the egg. That's what makes this a croque madame. Cast iron works great for getting a nice, even cook. While the egg cooks, we'll get the sandwich ready. Spoon over the Mornay, then finish it with grated Gruyere. Then into the broiler just until the cheese is melted and you get that nice golden color on top. This is one of those sandwiches that's simple, but when it's done right, it's on another level. And it's one of the best brunch sandwiches you can make at home as well. Now the egg's ready to flip. Get the yolk on the side closest to you. It moves the least and helps prevent it from breaking. Then turn the heat off and let it finish cooking in the pan. Once the sandwich is melted and nicely toasted, pull it from the broiler and top it with the fried egg. If this didn't have an egg on it, it would be a croque monsieur, which is still a great sandwich, but the egg really takes this one to another level. And this right here, this is what you're looking for. Perfectly cooked egg, rich Mornay, and crisp bread all coming together in one bite. There are a lot of classic sandwiches and dishes you can tweak, but this is one of those that's just perfect as it is. I really wouldn't change anything to this sandwich. What really makes this sandwich stand out is a combination of textures. You've got that crisp brioche, the rich Mornay, and that perfectly cooked egg. And the bread really matters here. You want something sturdy enough to hold everything, but still soft on the inside. When all that comes together, it's hard to beat. If you want to make your own brioche, I'll have that recipe linked at the end. And if you enjoy watching food like this, make sure you subscribe. We'd love to have you gather at our table, and I'll catch you on the next one.